city, whisper between midnight and dawn. Blue hour, a soft glow, needle falls, signals drift above the roofs, tiny stars behind the clouds. Roads awaken with the rain, like a slow familiar train. Coffee waiting, pages white, every heartbeat feels just right. And every silence finds a song. Rhodes, round bassline, muted guitar, gentle brushes. Street reflections softly sway, thoughts dissolve without a trace. Neon blooms on every pane, quiet beauty in the rain. Hands keep writing, dreams unfold. Every groove feels like home. Distance begin before anything moves. Harbor mist around the lamps, gold glass, a paper cup, the water holding blue. The terminal is nearly empty, except for one attendant's chair. Behind the counter and salt collecting in the air. I sit beneath the ceiling light with notes across my knee. The words have followed me from home, but change beside the sea. Across the darkened water, small windows rise and fall. The buildings look like signals too far away to call. A vessel waits beyond the gate, its deck lights pale and round, then slowly leaves the harbor without a single sound. Some thoughts arrive by staying, some answers come unbound. The water keeps them moving when the night turns all around. Let the distance open, let the quiet carry on. The shore is still behind me, but the heavy part is gone. The worker sweeps the doorway while the wind moves through the rail. The last announcement fades away like breath against the pale. I read the page I brought here and find a different view. The line that felt impossible now feels simple, almost true. The harbor does not promise where every light will lead. It only gives the darkness enough room to let us see. A second ferry crosses where the water bends the glow. Its weight becomes a silver path and disappears below. Some thoughts arrive by staying, some answers travel on. The water keeps them open until the doubt is gone. Let the distance open, let the quiet carry on. The shore is still behind me, but the heavy part is gone. Mist around the railing, footsteps through the hall, a red light in the distance, a shadow on the wall. I came here to escape the shape of one unfinished day, but the night did not erase it, it simply changed the way. I no longer need the ending, I only need the thread. One clear thought across the water, one calm hour ahead. The tide moves under darkness, the lamps grow faint and small. The city holds its breath now, beyond the terminal wall. Let the distance open, let the quiet carry on. The shore is still behind me, and the heavy part is gone. Let the distance open until the first pale dawn. The cup is nearly empty, the page is finally clear. The harbor keeps on shifting, but the answer remains near. Another light moves outward, where the night and water meet. I stay until the next one leaves, and the silence feels complete. The window keeps a second version of the room. Ooh, folded into coated. Your chair leans back just enough for the thought to arrive slower. The kettle clicks into silence, hey, a tiny ending no one noticed it. Outside, a wet pavement carries color without keeping it. Not every quiet moment is empty. Some are working, stay where the soft lights linger. Stay where the rhythm stays low. Some things only make their meaning when you stop forcing the flow. Your fingertips rest near the keyboard, not deciding anything yet. Rain leans sideways on the glass like unfinished handwriting. A bus exhales at the corner, then disappears into the blue. Everything keeps moving without asking you to. Not every quiet moment is empty. Some are working, stay where the soft lights linger. Oh, stay where the rhythm stays low. Some things only make their meaning when you stop forcing the flow. The mind softens, then opens, not all at once. Stay where the soft lights linger. Stay where the rhythm stays low. Some things arrive exactly when you leave them alone. The room understands. The room understands. What lingers after the city lets go? Golden haze, late breeze, needle drops slowly. Boulevards begin to fade, neon melts into the rain. Roads are floating through the dusk, soft enough to quiet time. Coffee breathing, window wide, every thought begins to glide. Nothing to follow, nothing to chase, only the rhythm setting the pace. Take me there, soft and low, where the quiet to glow. On Rhodes, deep mellow bass, jazz guitar textures, brushes on the snare. Street lights shimmer on the stone. Every soul walks on alone. Still the music fills the air, like a friend who's always there. Night unfolding without end. Every chord a gentle friend. Every heartbeat feels alive. Every measure clears the mind. Take me there, soft and low, where the quiet starts to glow. Leave the echoes, keep the warmth, let the night keep speaking. Record turns into another afterglow. Paper catches amber light, a distant siren fades, the room stays still. Street light echoes on paper lines, late ideas without design, coffee shadows near the edge, a sentence hanging off the ledge, traffic writes across the pane, then disappears into the rain. Everything outside can move, and here we keep the slower groove. Let the city say its part. You don't need to answer. Right inside the glow, let the low thoughts flow. Some things only happen when the whole notebook corners folding thin, the night pulling inward again, radiator breathing low, like an old familiar tone. A passing train beneath the street almost becomes part of a beat. Nothing urgent, urgent left to say, still somehow the thoughts remain. Leave the sharper language out. Tonight prefers the blur. Right inside the glow, let the low thoughts flow. Some things only happen when the whole room moves slow. No conclusion, no big scene, only amber and in between. Stay with it, stay still. Soft, 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 soft. Expanded analog groove. Gentle rose lead right inside the glow. Let the low thoughts flow. Some things only happen when the whole room moves slow. Right inside the glow. Let the silence know. Even unfinished pages still have somewhere left to go. Street lights soften out, paper still away. Street lights soften out. Right inside the glow. Right inside the glow. The best thoughts always seem to arrive after midnight. Blue room, warm cup, late glow, stay here. Signals beneath the coffee rings, quiet movement on the page. Street lights crossing through the curtains. Thoughts begin to shift and change. Bassline walking through the stillness. Rose like smoke across the air. Every scattered piece of thinking starts becoming something clear. Take your time now, let it soften. No fast motion, no demand. Signals beneath the coffee rings, slowly turning into gold. Stay in the pocket, stay in the current. Let the warm groove take control. Signals beneath the coffee rings, blue reflections in the room. Soft focus, deep breathing, everything begins to bloom. Rain light flickers on the ceiling. Taxi colors bend and sway. Pages open, nothing forcing, only what the night can say. Ooh, coffee colder, mind gets clearer. Late ideas begin to land. Maybe quiet is a language only midnight learns to speak. Maybe all the things we're chasing look different when the groove runs deep. Take control. Coffee cooling, still awake. What if the quiet has been waiting for us? Empty chairs, morning still asleep, warm light behind the glass. The museum cafe whispers before the doors unlock. Cups resting upside down beside the silent clock. Paintings wait upstairs without a single name. The city slows its breathing before it starts again. The steam rises from the counter like thoughts becoming clear. Every careful moment brings the distance near. The page beneath my hand asks nothing but my time. One sentence finds another without trying to rhyme. Leave the noise outside, leave tomorrow there. The smallest light can fill the air. Stay where the morning hasn't started. Stay where the silence knows. Every quiet heartbeat helps another idea grow. Soft reflections, porcelain and rain, a slow beginning without a name. Someone wipes the windows while daylight gathers gold. The streets are still deciding what stories they'll be told. A bicycle rolls softly through puddles made of glass. Its sound becomes a rhythm, then gently starts to pass. The notebook grows lighter with every line removed. Less becomes enough when everything has room. I stop searching ahead and notice where I am. The answer wasn't hidden, only quieter than planned. Nothing asked for hurry, nothing asked for more. Every open moment opens one more door. Stay where the morning hasn't started. Stay where the silence knows. Every quiet heartbeat helps another idea grow. The room becomes a harbor. The table turns to shore. What felt unfinished yesterday feels unfinished no more. Only open, only calm, only this soft momentum. dear growth. Oh, the first guests slowly enter. The cups begin to sing. I leave before the daylight changes everything. The quiet stays behind, waiting once again. When every page falls quiet, one reading lamp, one open chair, a room of slow light. The library has emptied, except for one last glow. Dust floats through the silence, moving soft and slow. Every shelf holds voices that no longer need to speak. Their patience fills the evening without becoming seen. A bookmark marks a sentence I almost passed before. Tonight it feels different than it ever did before. The window frames the skyline in silver after rain. The room is city breathe inside the very same refrain. Let the quiet gather like light upon the floor. Sometimes understanding needs nothing more. Turn another page without leaving this place. Every quiet moment has its own embrace. Distant elevator, the whisper of the air, street lights through the branches, stillness everywhere. I stop beneath a staircase where forgotten laces remain. The faded lines still travel without a moving train. The notes inside my notebook grow lighter line by line, not because they're finished, but because they finally breathe. Outside rain has ended, leaving mirrors in the street. Each reflection holds a slower kind of beat. The lamp above my shoulder never asks me why. It simply keeps the evening gently by my side. Every page keeps turning, even standing still. Every quiet answer finds its own will. Turn another page without leaving this place. Every quiet moment has its own embrace. The longest roads are often small. One careful thought can change them all. No finish line, no grand goodbye, only calm passing by. The lamp stays glowing past closing time. The room remembers every line. Turn but never leaves my mind. Catching sunset, engines in the distance, the city slowing down. Chrome reflections at dusk unfold, traffic breathing amber cold, windows open to the air, summer static everywhere. Coffee balanced in the seat, dashboard tapping out a beat, signals changing block by block like a softer kind of clock. Let the avenue unwind, no need to arrive yet. Drive through the afterglow, let the slow city show. Every passing light teaches the mind to let go. Stay in the gold, let the Rhodes progression, subtle bass pocket, light hi-hat shimmer. Crosswalk pulsing, turning signs, headlights stretching thinner lines. Someone laughing down the block, then dissolving into dusk. Rear view catching fading skies, quiet movement in your eyes. Nothing urgent left to prove, only room enough to groove. Leave the sharper thoughts behind. Tonight prefers the blur. Drive through the afterglow, let the slow city show. Every passing light teaches the mind to let go. Stay in the gold, let the movement roll. No deadline, no fixed place, only distance, only space. Stay in time, stay slow. So cafe. Warm light, needle turning, breathe. Only one lamp fills the room. Morning waits beyond the blue. Roads are speaking soft and low, like an old familiar road. Steam is rising, thoughts align. Everything falls in time. One more page, one more song. Here is where we still belong. Hold this glow, don't let it go. Slowly let the rhythm flow. Neon fades but still remains, living softly in the glass. Every note becomes a friend, a guide in every quiet breath. Coffee cooling, window shine, every second feels refined. No tomorrow, only now. Only music shows us how. Hold this glow, oh, this glow. Don't let go, don't let, slowly let the rhythm flow. The sky grows lighter, but the groove keeps breathing. Hold this glow, don't let go. Every sunrise starts this slow. The verse light arrives, the record keeps spinning. A new day begins without breaking the groove. What stories haven't been printed yet? Cold pavement, fresh newspapers, a pale blue sky. The newsstand waits alone beneath the quiet sign. Bundles tied with string, arriving just in time. Coffee warms my hands against against the morning air. The avenue is empty, but expectations there. Street lights lose their color, one by one they fade. Night slowly folds itself into another shade. I open up my notebook before the city's voice, and let the quiet morning make the smallest choice. Between tomorrow and yesterday, there's one soft hour that likes to stay. Read the silent morning before the headlines start. Some pages speak directly to the heart. Bicycle goes by, clouds become lighter across the sky. A delivery truck arrives and disappears again, leaving little waves inside the puddled lane. The vendor lifts the shutters without a single sound. Routine becomes a rhythm, the city gathers around. I cross another sentence that no longer belongs. Sometimes what we leave behind becomes the strongest song. The rails begin to shimmer far beyond the square. Morning slowly rises through the cool blue air. Every waiting moment carries something new. The quiet knows before we do. Read the silent morning before the headlines start. Some pages speak directly to the heart. The first train never asks who stayed awake all night. It simply keeps on moving toward the growing light. I smile, fold the page, lift the cup, turn the stage. Still beneath the sunrise, warm light on the glass. The city wakes gently as the shadows pass. Read the silent morning before the noise begins. Some pages quietly open where every day begins. The train doors softly close, the station starts to sing. I leave with lighter footsteps, ready for anything. Who leaves the hallway light on this late? A soft glow under the doorway, a number changing blue. The building holds its silence while the elevator hums at 2. I step into the corridor with coffee in my hand. The carpet keeps the quiet like a thought I understand. Downstairs the empty lobby reflects the midnight rain. A chair beside the window faces streets without a name. I came here for a moment, just to clear the crowded air. But the city from this distance feels more honest, almost bare. Every floor is sleeping, every signal has gone slow. Somewhere in the low light, I can feel the answer grow. Stay with the steady motion, stay where the silence moves. Nothing has to happen, just settle in the groove. Back inside the workroom, the screen becomes a moon. Papers lean in small directions across the quiet room. A taxi passes slowly, its color on the wall, then vanishes behind me like a question growing small. I read the line before me and finally understand. The problem was not waiting for a louder kind of plan. It needed less resistance, less reaching for control, a little room around it and a slower way to know. Every floor is sleeping, every restless thought lets go. Somewhere in the low light, the missing pieces show. Stay with the steady motion, stay where the silence moves. Nothing has to happen, just settle in the groove. The elevator rises, then disappears again. The muted door closes, the rain taps on the frame. I thought the night was empty, now I hear what it can hold. Small sounds becoming guidance, soft blue becoming gold. The work no longer pushes, the room no longer waits. I stop looking for the doorway and find I'm in the space. Stay with the steady motion, stay where the silence moves. Everything is clearer when nothing has to prove. Stay with the steady motion, let every hour improve. One light above the hallway, one post beneath the floor. The city keeps on turning without asking anything more. The first train wakes the distance, a pale line touches blue. The coffee is unfinished, but the thought has carried through. I gather up the pages as morning enters view. The doors slide open softly, the elevator hums at 2. Soft tone. Soft light, deep flow, warm night, move slow. Neon lines, our thoughts fall back into time. Made room, gentle minds, stay low, stay inside. No rush, no noise, just breathe, just tone. Soft light, deep flow, deep flow, one night, move slow, soft light, deep flow. Still here, still warm, still here, still warm. After midnight, signal low, thoughts drifting in and along. Tape is living in the air, half-finished ideas everywhere. Neon resting on the floor, like we worked here once before. Quiet breathing, steady beat, late night rhythm underneath. Let the room dissolve around us, let the noise fall out of frame. Stay inside the thought line, slow and perfectly aligned. Warm ocean, open sky. Stay inside the thought line. Rose textures, beat bass pocket, muted jazz guitar, soft groove expansion, crossfade headlights through the rain, cursor blinking once again. Every page begins to bend like the night might never end. Coffee cooling, soft delay, nothing pulling us away. Let the room dissolve around us, let the noise fall out of frame. Stay inside the thought line, slow and perfectly aligned. Warm Coffee steaming to the light, morning settling soft and bright. Nothing loud, nothing fast, just a moment meant to last. Coffee's warm between your hands, no need for a bigger plan. Street outside begins to wake, but we move at our own pace. Pages open, pen in place, thoughts drifting into space. Every line begins to land without needing to understand, and it flows without a push in this soft and steady hush. Oh, every breath just finds its time in a rhythm so alive. Let it move, don't force the line. Everything will fall in time. In the calm, we redefine all the quiet in our mind. Sunlight sliding on the wall, you don't rush it at all. Every second feels complete in this slow and steady beat. Coffee cooling still enough, nothing here needs to be tough. Just a space where things can land soft and easy, unplanned, and it deepens as we stay. Oh, letting everything just play. No resistance in the flow, only letting moments grow. Don't force the line, everything will fall in time. Ooh, in the calm, we redefine all the quiet in our mind. If it fades, let it fade. No need holding what we made. Something better always grows when we let the stillness flow. Steam dissolves into the air, still the feeling lingers there. Nothing lost along the way. In the quiet, let it stay. Coffee cooling near your hand, morning never really lands. Neon fading through the rain, still the room feels half the same. Your reflection in the cup looks like something giving up, but the way you breathe so slow makes the whole night soften more. Look up and down again, like you're somewhere I've not been. Like your thoughts are passing through places I can't follow too. Steam is rising through the light, twisting silver in the night, and your fingers trace the rim like you're keeping time with it. You begin and then you stop, right before the deepest part. I can hear it anyway in the words you throw away. So I sit and let it breathe, let the silence stay between. Some things don't arrive as sound, some things only settle down. No need to rush the morning in, no need to say where we have been. If the moment wants to stay, we can let it fade this way. Coffee steaming, neon silence, drifting slow across your face. Every little almost honest thing you leave in empty space. I can feel it in your breathing, in the way your eyes don't lie, like the night is holding open everything we left inside. Coffee steaming, neon silence, nothing loud and nothing gone, just the ache of staying longer when we know we should move on. Window cracked, the city hums like a song that never comes. Just a low and endless tone that makes this table feel like home. Yeah, smile softly, tired late, like you when I missed our train. But neither one of us complains. We just sit inside the rain. There's a bruise beneath your calm, hidden deep in how you pause, and a tremble in your voice every time you leave a choice. I don't ask for what you mean. I've grown used to in between, to the way your shoulders fall when you almost say it all. No need to force the daylight through. Some truths arrive in shades of blue. If it lingers, let it stay. We don't have to name the day. Coffee steaming, neon silence, drifting slow across your face. Every little almost honest thing you leave in empty space. I can feel it in your breathing, in the way your eyes don't lie. The night is holding open everything we left inside. Neon silence, nothing loud and nothing gone, just the ache of staying longer when we know we should move on. Yeah, if this room could keep the hour, if this glow could blur the truth, would you finally let it reach me? Would I finally reach you? There's a sadness in the comfort, in the warmth before goodbye, like we built a little shelter only meant for one more night. And the coffee loses all its heat, but still you don't get up to leave. So I stay inside the stillness, like it's giving something back to me. Coffee cooling, silver light, rain still moving through the night. You just smiling low with your eyes, like the moment never tried. No big ending, no last night, just your hand close next to mine. Neon trembling on the wall, and the quiet holding on. Coffee cooling, silver light, rain still moving through the night. You just smile and lower your eyes, like the moment never tried. No big ending, no last night, just your hand close next to mine. Neon trembling on the wall, and the quiet holding on. Why do flowers feel brighter at night? Half-lit windows, empty sidewalk, warm air inside. The flower shop is glowing long after closing time. Bouquets rest in buckets like colors without names. A watering can lean softly wooden floor. The scent of fresh petals fills every open door. Across the silent counter, my notebook finds its place. Every scattered thought begins to slow its pace. Outside, the avenue shimmers beneath the gentle rain. Inside, the room remembers how quiet can remain. Every color softens, every shadow blooms. Night becomes a garden inside these rooms. Leave a little space for the light to grow. Every quiet evening knows what flowers know. Rain on the awning, leaves catching light. The room breathing into the night. A delivery bicycle rolls slowly down the lane. Its basket full of mornings still hidden in the rain. The florist's handwritten notes rest beside the twine. Simple words of kindness written one careful line. I close another notebook page without needing more. Some answers bloom unnoticed behind an ordinary door. The fragrance stays around me long after I have gone, like gentle proof that beauty never needs to shout. Every color softens, every heartbeat slows. Patience has a fragrance only midnight knows. Leave a little space for the light to grow. Every quiet evening knows what flowers know. Nothing here is hurried, nothing asks to stay still. Every silent blossom changes night to day. One breath, one bloom, one light, one room. Soft reflections. Rain fades away. The sky grows lighter without a word to say. Leave a little space for the light to grow. Every quiet evening knows what flowers know. Leave a little space and let tomorrow flow. The first delivery leaves before the sunrise starts. The flower shop grows quiet but carries on in hearts. Why do flowers feel brighter at night? Half-lit windows, empty silence. The water ink and leaning softly against the wooden floor. The scent of fresh petals fills every open door. Across the silent counter, my notebook. Tail light stretching, the skyline breathing low. Taxi silence beneath the skyline glows. The kind of night that barely shows its sharpest edges, just enough to turn the noise into something soft. Dashboard amber on the hand, coffee cooling in the stand. Street lights folding into rain, then returning back again. Let the avenue decide. You don't need to steer the feeling right beneath the skyline. Stay inside the slow time. Every passing light softens what was on your mind. Stay in the glow. Let the city roll. Rose pocket, deep bass groove, minimal hi-hat shimmer. Rear view ghosts in silver blue, signal splitting into two. Crosswalk posts and distant breaks, the kind of rhythm midnight makes. A radio phrase half overheard, less important than the quiet blur. Even movement can become a softer place to think from. Leave the sharper thoughts behind. There's a road prefers less weight. Right beneath the skyline, stay inside the slow time. Every passing light softens what was on your mind. Stay in the glow. Let the city roll. No arrival, no fixed lane, only motion, only rain. Stay with it, stay low. Soft sax lead, expanded analog groove. Right beneath the skyline, stay inside the slow time. Every passing light softens what was on your mind. Right beneath the skyline, let the low light show. Even without answers, still somewhere you go. Skyline fading in the mirror, still moving slow. Right beneath the skyline. Street lights sliding across your face, go to shadow then back again. You don't say a single thing, but I feel where you've been. Windows crack, the night comes in, car moving soft through time. You trade shapes on your skin, like you're drawing out your mind. Traffic drifted far behind. We don't follow any lane. You lean back just enough to forget what we became. Street lights sliding across your face. Every flicker tells me more. All the words we don't replace stay somewhere in the core. We don't need direction now. We don't need a sign. Just a glow that comes and goes, keeping you in time. Radio low, a muted tone. You hum it slightly late. I pretend I've always known how you move that way. Your hand resting near the glass, catching passing light. Every moment drifting past feels a little more like right. If we miss another turn, let it go, don't care. Every mile we don't confirm still keeps you right here. Street lights sliding across your face, never landing in one place. Every second leaves a trace. I don't wanna erase. We don't need to name the road. We don't need a plan. Just the way the silence holds. Put your hand near my hand. City fading into blur, but we don't look away. Everything we never were feels closer this way. So soft road, dim lights, your face, can warmth arrive before the morning does? Fresh bread, dim windows, one amber street. The corner bakery glows while the city lingers blue. A baker folds the silence into something new. A flower hangs like daylight, waiting in the air. The smell of rising dough finds every empty chair. My notebook stays unopened for another quiet minute. The room has already written what I came here to visit. Outside, the traffic signals change from no one at all. Inside, the gentle ovens answer every wall. Nothing asks for speed, nothing asks for more. The smallest kind of warmth can open every door. Stay where the morning waits, just before the light. Every quiet beginning knows how to hold the night. Steam on the window, soft footsteps near. Coffee being poured, another day draws near. A cycle cyclist stops outside with yesterday still on his face. He smiles into the silence before returning to his pace. The shelf slowly awaken, one loaf, then one more. Each simple little movement settles through the floor. I finally lift my pencil without searching for a start. The page accepts each sentence before it leaves my heart. The sky begins to brighten without a single sound, like every careful answer was always waiting to be found. Morning doesn't hurry, neither should we. The quiet keeps unfolding naturally. Stay where the morning waits, just before the light. Every quiet beginning knows how to hold the night. The world begins again without a grand design, only steady moments, one at a time. Warm hands, soft air, open sky, nothing to repair. The oven door closes, a bell softly rings. Sunlight reaches the edge of everything. Stay where the morning waits, where gentle colors rise. Every quiet beginning still lives inside the night. The first customers arrive, with dreams behind their eyes. I leave with warm coffee and an unhurried mind. The street remembers both. Slow reflections in the arcade, neon glow through smoke. Warm roads under silence, night moving slow. Coffee warmth beside the page, street lights on the floor. Every passing shadow moves softer than before. Bassline rolling through the haze, late posts in the room. Nothing louder than the groove floating through the blue. Stay close to the low lit flow, let the silence move slow. Every second Every rhythm in the room feels warmer than the rain. Taxi lights beyond the glass, signals drifting low. Every note becomes a wave inside the undertow. Nothing here to understand. Let the groove guide your hands. Every breath becomes a tone inside the undertone. Slow reflections in the arcade. Everything feels weightless. Late night ocean in the rain, floating through the haze. Morning somewhere far away, still the groove remains. Floating through the empty streets, soft as summer rain. Slow reflections in the arcade, everything in balance. Yeah, every feeling moving free, like lights across the street. Last glow beyond the rain, coffee cooling by the page. Still the low groove carries on beyond the grave. What if we stop holding it and just let it carry us? Streetlights sliding on a hood, everything feels understood without saying anything. We just move inside the swing, your hand tapping soft and low, like a rhythm you don't show, but I catch it every time, somewhere just beneath the line. City moving out of frame, but in here it stays the same, and every second finds its place in the tempo we don't chase. There's a pull we don't resist in almost every miss, like the groove already knows exactly where we're gonna go. Let it drift, don't hold tight. We don't need direction tonight. Let it drift, I feel it flow. We just go where the rhythm goes. Windows open, night comes in, soft against your skin again. Every breath begins to match in a slow and steady catch. We don't question where it leads, we just follow what it needs. Every turn a gentle slide, like the road is on our side. There's a freedom in the pace, in the space we never chase, where the moment feels complete without landing on its feet. If it moves, we let it move. That's the only way we groove. Let it drift, Can a quiet room hold the whole night gently? Glass above, warm leaves the city far away. The winter garden lingers beneath a sleeping sky. Palms collect reflections where quiet colors lie. A narrow stone pathway winds through the gentle green. Every breath feels slower than anywhere I've been. The fountain barely whispers into the open air. Its patient little circles settle everywhere. I rest beneath the skylight with pages still undone. The night begins unfolding, one careful thought at once. Every leaf remembers how to meet the light, even in the stillness, growing through the night. Let the quiet bloom without asking why. Some dreams open slowly, like gardens in the sky. Glass full of moonlight, soft water below. Branches in silence, moving slow. A gardener passes softly, checking every vine. His lantern paints the pathway with gentle shades of time. Outside the tallest buildings hold rivers made of gold. Inside the warm green silence, the evening never grows old. I close another notebook without another change. The words have found their places without needing rearrange. Somewhere beyond the ceiling, morning starts to rise. But here the night keeps breathing through quiet paradise. Every leaf remembers, every root can't wait. Nothing beautiful arrives too late. Let the quiet bloom without asking why. Some dreams open slowly, like gardens in the sky. The world keeps turning far away. This room refuses to hurry the day. One breath, one light, one sky inside. The fountain keeps singing. The glass turns blue. The garden remembers something true. Let the quiet bloom where gentle moments lie. Some dreams open slowly until they fill the sky. The first birds wake outside. Street lights flicker one by one. Day is overnight begun. You look out and back at me like you're where you wanna be. No more daylight left to chase, only this slow, quiet space. Every breath falls into line with this rhythm, yours and mine, and it deepens as it goes. And the things we never show, something calm, something true in the fading light with you. Stay right here in the blue, nothing else we need to do. Every moment pulling through in this blue hour between us. You lean closer, don't explain, like you're moving through the same kind of quiet I feel too, in the space between me and you. Traffic hum becomes a tone, like we're never really alone. Still it feels like time stands still, bending softly to our will. And it holds without a sound as the night comes settling down. We don't break it, we don't move, we just stay inside the groove. Stay right here in the blue, nothing else we need to do. Every moment pulling through in this blue hour between us. If the night keeps going on, we don't need to hold it strong. Let it breathe, let it be, that's enough for you and me. City glowing, night is new. Still I'm sitting here with you. Everything feels alive. Blue hour, you and I. What if focus had a sound? Soft speaker glow, late coffee rain against the glass. There's a rhythm and persistence, quiet and low without display. The kind of motion that keeps returning when the world ain't faded away. Best lamp shadows cross the notebook, slow gold across the page. Deep bass breathing under silence, steady enough to hold the weight. Rhodes chords drifting through the room, small warmth inside the air. Nothing asking to be finished, just the comfort of staying there. Let the night open, let the breathing slow, keep the outside distant, keep the signal low. Some things only happen when you stop pushing through, and let the rhythm carry you. This is the sound of staying with it, slow and steady, minute by minute. Ooh, this is the sound of staying with it, the quiet kind that keeps you in it. Stay with it. The dragon cup has gone forgotten. Steam replaced by cooler air, but something in the low-end movement keeps the whole room fully there. Traffic hum beneath the rainfall, taxi lights through silver lines. Every hour feels less demanding when the groove reshapes the time. Vinyl crackles, small and faithful, saxophone like distant lights. Some thoughts only become themselves if you stay awake with them at night. Let the night open, let the breathing slow. Keep the outside distant, keep the signal low. Some things only happen when you stop pushing through, and let the rhythm carry you. This is the sound of staying with it, slow and steady, minute by minute. This is the sound of staying with it, the quiet kind that keeps you in it. Don't chase the ending, don't force the answer, just stay inside the movement the night keeps going, so do you. So do you. Who keeps the last light above the sleeping city? Quiet as a turning sky. One slow breath, the observatory waits beyond the winding hill. Every distant rooftop resting possibly still. The telescope is silent, pointing somewhere deep, while constellations wonder where the tallest buildings sleep. A notebook on my knees holds unfinished lines. The stars don't rush to answer, they simply offer time. The silence feels enormous, but never feels alone, as if the night has learned the shape of every thought I've known. Higher than the skyline, slower than the air, everything grows lighter, simply being there. Stay beneath the quiet sky, let the darkness shine. Some thoughts only arrive when they forget the time. disappear when they're no longer being pressed. Somewhere dawn is waiting far beyond the hills, but midnight keeps unfolding with its calm and careful will. Nothing asks for certainty, nothing needs control. Every quiet orbit finds another soul. Stay beneath the quiet sky, let the darkness shine. Some thoughts only arise when they forget the time. The stars never compete, they simply remain, lighting distant paths without calling a name. I understand without a sound. The answer was already around. Clouds drift slowly, the dome grows still. Night keeps turning beyond the hills. Stay beneath the quiet sky. Let the silence guide every gentle moment. Becomes an inner tide. The first pale blue appears above the eastern line. The observatory closes, but the quiet stays inside. Some nights end before they ever feel finished. Soft lamp glow, coffee gone cold, rain fading into stillness. Oh, yeah. Before the first light finds the room, the silence feels its most alive. Street lights weaken through the window, but the groove still survives. Rose chords hanging like soft weather, deep bass moving under thought. Steady drums like patient breathing, holding all that day is not. Open notebook, quiet margins, half a sentence still unresolved. There's a comfort in unfinished things when the night is gently evolved. Don't let the morning rush this out. Don't let the daylight name it now. Keep the room warm, keep the low and near. The clearest thoughts arrive right here before the first light finds the room. Stay in the slow, stay in the blue. Before the first light finds the room, everything still belongs to you. Second silence feels much deeper, screen light fading into gray. Coffee stains beside the keyboard like the shape of where thoughts stay. Taxi lights move softer now, distant hum without demand. Nothing asks to be completed, some things just need gentler hands. Vinyl crackles small and patient, saxophone like waking smoke. This is not about arriving, this is where the after one, everything becomes softer around the edges. The glow fades across the coffee spoon. Tiny reflections moving with your breathing outside, where pavement carries red and gold. Like the whole avenue slowed down. A passing car folds light across the ceiling, then disappears without explanation. The room keeps holding what the day couldn't. Let the thought arrive at its own speed. Back into the blue room slowly, back where the pulse stays low. Somewhere between focus and dreaming is where the good thoughts go. Beside you stays half written, not abandoned, just waiting. Steam no longer rises from the cup, but warmth still lives in the ceramic. A distant siren bends around the block, already fading by the time it reaches you. Nothing loud survives this hour, only rhythm. Let the thought arise at its own speed. Oh, back into the blue room slowly, back where the pulse stays low. Somewhere between focus and dreaming is where the good thoughts go. Maybe clarity looks exactly like this, unfinished but does the city bloom when no one is looking? Glass above the skyline, leaves catching moonlight, one quiet breath. The rooftop greenhouse lingers above the sleeping streets. Tiny drops on every leaf move gently with the breeze. Beyond the glass, the skyline flickers soft in gold. Every distant office light has another story told. I sit beside the window with yesterday's loose notes. The silence folds around them until they learn to flow. Nothing asks for answers, nothing asks for speed. The night keeps every question exactly where it needs. Every leaf keeps listening, every shadow bends. Quiet turns to motion again, again. Go inside the silence, slow enough to see. Every little moment becomes what it can be. Slowly, branches drawing light. Clouds above the skyline, holding back the night. A breeze moves through the doorway without a single sound, lifting empty pages before they settle down. The buildings lose their outlines into shades of blue, while every quiet heartbeat feels completely new. I stop counting hours, the clock no longer leads. There's rhythm in the waiting and grace in simple things. The city keeps unfolding without asking why, like branches reaching softly toward an unseen sky. Every leaf keeps listening, every shadow sways. Some thoughts bloom in silence, not in brighter days. Grow inside the silence, slow enough to see. Every little moment becomes what it can be. The night never hurried, the sky never spoke. Still, everything changed without being told. One breath, one page, one light, one flow. Go inside the silence where the warm lights gleam. Every quiet evening grows another dream. Morning finds the windows covered softly in gold. The greenhouse keeps its secret long after I am gone. Who played here before the room went quiet? One open lid, soft amber walls, the echo remains evident. The cafe closed an hour ago, but one light stayed behind. A piano near the window, holding yesterday in time. Empty cups around the stage, with rings of fading gold. Each one keeps a conversation the evening never told. I sit where no one notices, with papers on my knees. The room keeps every silence, like leaves upon the breeze. Outside the traffic softens into ribbons made of rain. Inside the wooden floorboards, remember every name. Every fading echo finds another home. Quiet never leaves, only his tone. Leave the music breathing long after every sound. Some nights keep playing without being found. Soft reflections, the chair still sways. Rain beyond the window pane. A single key is touched by the settling of the air. Its whisper floats across the room and disappears somewhere. The page before me opens without another try. The hardest lines surrender when I stop asking why. A streetcar crosses slowly, painting silver through the floor, then slips into the distance, asking nothing more. The silence starts composing what words could never say, and every careful heartbeat finds a softer way. Every fading echo knows where to belong. The quiet keeps remembering long after every song. Leave the music breathing long after every sound. Some nights keep playing without being found. Nothing really ended, nothing slipped away. The room just kept the rhythm until another day. One breath, one light, one chair still the skyline turns lighter, the room grows cold, the last note lingers without growing old. Leave the music breathing long after every sound. Every quiet evening turns gently around. I close the notebook softly and leave without a word. The piano upstairs is still warm, as if the night had heard. Can water remember the light after everyone leaves? Blue reflections, empty benches. The night looks back. The lobby stands in silence beneath a quiet wave. Glass carries drifting shadows, too gentle to be named. A fountain keeps its rhythm, but a single crowd. The echoes move like breathing, soft enough for clouds. I rest beside the window, with pages left half done. The city glows beyond it, but asks me nothing now. The ceiling wears reflections borrowed from the tanks, turning every ordinary wall into something calm. Every moving ripple changes how we see the quiet, shifts the distance between the world and me. Let the blue light carry everything you know. Some thoughts learn to wander before they learn to grow. Water on the ceiling, footsteps fade away, but the room keeps floating, though nothing seems to sway. The caretaker walks slowly, checking every door. His keys become a melody across the marble floor. The notebook fills itself without demanding more. One gentle observation opens 20 more. Outside the avenue sparkles after another rain. Inside the silent water, nothing feels the same. The city keeps on rushing somewhere far away, but here each passing minute chooses not to race. Every moving ripple finds another shore. Every quiet evening leaves a little more. Let the blue light carry everything you know. Some thoughts learn to wander before they learn to grow. Not every answer needs a voice. Sometimes stillness makes the choice. One reflection, one slow tide, the whole night open and wide. Blue light drifting, glass breathing slow. Morning waiting far below. Let the blue light carry every hidden glow. Some thoughts learn to wander exactly where they go. The doors unlock tomorrow. The water never sleeps. I leave my quiet evening where the blue light keeps. Why does it feel like this moment is trying to stay just a little longer? Oh, yeah. Like resting on your sleeve, like it doesn't wanna leave. Every shadow holding still, like it's bending to your will. You don't move, you don't speak, still the moment feels complete in a way that doesn't ask for direction, barely moves, still it settles in the groove, like the moment found a way, not to fade but gently stay. Every word we didn't say doesn't matter anyway. There's a calm inside the space that no silence can replace. We don't reach for something more, we don't move toward the door, we just stay inside the frame where it never had a name. If it fades slow, still it leaves a quiet glow. Let the light stay longer, don't let go. We don't need tomorrow, we just slow. Let the light stay longer, let it glow, let it glow. Just a little longer, stay right here, stay right Slow neon weather report, blue haze through the room, warm rose under silence, night falling smooth. Coffee steam beside your hand, street lights on the floor. Every passing shadow moves softer than before. Bassline rolling through the haze, late posts underneath. Nothing louder than the groove flowing through the street. Stay close to the low-lit flow, let the silence move slow. Every second folds away into softer shade. Slow neon weather report, everything moves warm. Late night motion in the rain, floating through the storm. Smoke curling through the air, notebook half awake. Every rhythm in the room feels warmer than the rain. Taxi lights beyond the glass, signals drifting low. Every note becomes a wave inside the undertow. Nothing here to understand, let the groove guide your hands. Every breath becomes a tone inside the undertone. Slow neon weather report, everything moves warm. Late night motion in the rain, floating through the storm. Coffee steaming slow motion. Yeah, yeah, yeah. City breathing through the blinds, soft delay and passing lights. Rhodes falling across the room, steady thoughts begin to boom. No sharp edges, nothing loud, just the rhythm settling down. Stay here where the minutes blur, where the pressure loses shape in the blue outflow. Let the restless thinking go, soft moving, warm and low, in the blue hour flow. Warm texture, deep bass pulse, steady night groove, typing softly in the dark. Small ideas begin to spark, traffic humming far away. Night becomes a softer place, window shadows, coffee rings, all the quiet little things. Stay here where the minutes blur, where the pressure loses shape in the blue outflow. Let the restless thinking go, soft moving, warm and low, in the blue hour flow. Maybe clarity arrives when nothing tries too lights out stage, blowing analog saturation, lay back drums in the blue outflow. Let the restless thinking go, soft moving, warm and low, ever deeper in the blue hour flow. The screen still glows, the city slows, the night keeps working. Blue hour, blue after hours glow in the alley, soft rain on the stone. One take through the speakers, yeah. Night moving alone. Coffee warm beside the glass, street lights dripping gold. Every passing thought tonight moves soft and slow. Bassline deep beneath the calm, lay rhythm in the room. Nothing louder than the groove floating through the blue. Stay inside the undertone, let the low light guide you home. Every second breathing free, like waves beneath the feet. After hours glow in the alley. your sleeve, notebook half awake. Every rhythm in the room feels warmer than the rain. Streetcars humming through downtown, signals drifting low. Every note becomes a wave inside the undertow. Nothing left to rearrange, floating through electric haze. Every heartbeat slowing down as the skyline fades out. After hours go in the alley, everything moves softly. Oh, late night motion in the rain, floating through the city. Oh, no pressure in the dark, only warmth and tune. Say, somewhere in the fading gloom, the whole mind slows. After hours, glow in the alley, everything dissolves, every feeling drifting low. Inside the amber glow, rain fading past the signs, coffee cooling one more time. Still the groove keeps rolling on, long after dawn. After hours glow in the alley, the soft rain on the stone. A warm tape through the speakers. Night moving alone. Coffee warm beside the glass. Street lights dripping gold. Every passing thought tonight moves soft and slow. Bass line beat beneath the calm, late rhythm in the room. Nothing louder than the groove floating through the blue. Stay inside the undertone. Let the low light guide you home. Every second breathing free, like waves beneath the beat. After hours glow in the alley, everything moves softly. Late night motion in the rain, floating through the city. After hours glow in the alley, soft rain on the stone. Warm paint through the speakers, moving alone. Coffee warmth beside the glass, street lights dripping gold. Every passing thought tonight everything moves softly, not motion. Some nights the smallest light feels like enough. Desk lamp, warm glow, coffee steam. Signals under the desk lamp, street lights moving through the rain, coffee resting by the notebook, thoughts begin to shift and change, bassline breathing through the floorboards, slow and steady, warm and low. Starts to knowing where to go. Take it easy, let it soften. No sharp thinking, no demand. Signals under the desk lamp, slowly pulling me inside. Stay with the rhythm, stay with the motion. Let the whole room be the guide. Signals under the desk lamp, blue reflections moving slow, deep focus, quiet current, everything begins to flow. Flickers on the monitor, taxi colors bend and fade, pages open without pressure, late ideas begin to shade, hands moving almost without effort, coffee cold about my head, nothing louder than the bassline. Everything begins to land. No resistance, no conclusions. Let the current pull you through. Signals under the desk lamp, slowly pulling me inside. Stay with the rhythm, stay with the motion. Let the whole room be the guide. Signals under the desk lamp, blue reflections moving slow, deep focus, quiet current, everything begins to flow. Maybe all the softer answers wait where nothing tries too hard. Maybe every thoughtful midnight keeps a map inside the dark. Signals under the desk lamp, slowly pulling me inside. Stay with the rhythm, stay with the motion. Let the whole room be the guide. Lamp still glowing, night still warm. does a window know when no one else is awake? Oh, warm circles on the table, rain moving down the glass. The room holds one small breath, then lets the silence pass. The avenue is fading into silver lines below. A half-finished page is waiting beneath the amber glow. Coffee turns to shadow beside the open screen. Every distant traffic light moves softly through the steam. I follow one clear thought until the noise grows thin. The night becomes a doorway and I quietly step in. Let the hours lose their edges, let the city drift away. There is something in the stillness that knows exactly where to stay. Keep the quiet moving, keep the light down low. One thought into another and deeper into flow. The rain keeps drawing patterns, the room keeps breathing slow. A shadow crosses the ceiling, then disappears below. Across the neighboring window, someone closes out the day. A train becomes a whisper, then dissolves beyond the rain. The cup has lost its warmth now, but the work has found its shape. Every line feels less like effort, every pause becomes a space. Neon bends across the notebook, blue and gold between the words. Nothing asks for my attention but the rhythm underneath. Let the hours lose their edges, let the heavy distance fade. There is clarity in motion when the world gets out the way. Keep the quiet moving, keep the light down low. One thought into another and deeper into flow. Oh, I was trying to reach morning before the night was through. Now I let the moment open and let the word come into you. No finish line, no need to chase. Only time and room and space. The skyline softens slowly, the glass reflects the room. A distant light keeps turning somewhere beyond the blue. Keep the quiet moving, let the warm light grow. One thought into another and deeper into flow. Keep the quiet moving wherever the night may go. The rain becomes a memory, but the page no longer waits. One lamp beside the window, one rhythm holding space. When the city starts again, this room will still remember. Come back when the light is low and the night glass keeps its secret. soft neon reflection moves across the desk. Charger light glows beside the speaker, steady as a metronome with no agenda. Coffee halfway gone, cool enough to forget, warm enough to stay. Outside, the avenue keeps rearranging itself through rain and passing tires. Held together by low frequencies and patience. Some focus begins when expectation leaves. Stay in the soft neon stillness. Stay where the bassline knows. A message notification lights the corner, then disappears unanswered. Your fingers rest above the keyboard, not frozen, just listening. The lamp paints amber across the notebook spine where nothing has been written yet. Even the silence sounds intentional. Some focus begins. Some focus begins when expectation leaves. Stay in the soft neon stillness. Oh, stay where the bassline knows. Some thoughts don't need to be spoken. They just arrive in undertones. Oh, no urgency, just presence. The groove already understands. Stay in the soft neon stillness. Ooh, stay where the bassline knows. Some thoughts don't need to be spoken. They just become what flows. Still breathing. Still breathing. Why does one empty seat feel like home tonight? Streetlight shimmer, coffee breeze, the window listens. The diner wears its silence like a note familiar coat. Cups shine beneath the counter, catching amber notes. I choose the booth beside the glass where passing headlights bloom. Every moving reflection redraws the quiet room. Steam rises from the coffee without a single sound, while distant intersections turn slowly all around. Nothing asks for certainty, nothing asked me why. The night keeps every answer hidden in plain sight. Stay with what is simple. Stay with what is near. The smallest quiet moment makes everything more clear. Leave one chair for silence. Leave one light away. Some nights gently build us without a sound they make. A spoon against porcelain, rain along the curb, soft voices fading into the blur. The waitress folds a receipt, then smiles before she leaves. The clock above the kitchen forgets another beat. Outside, a yellow taxi glides through mirrored streets. Its reflection stretches longer than the road beneath. I close another notebook without crossing out a line. For once the page accepted everything inside. The city slowly brightens far beyond the rain. Yet somehow this small corner asks the night to stay. Stay with what is simple. Stay with what is simple. Stay with what is true. The quiet knows the answer long before we do. Leave one chair for silence. Leave one light away. Some nights gently build us without a sound they make. No finish, no applause, only breathing, only pause. The room remembers what we keep long after we leave. Coffee growing cooler, the first birds begin. The glass reflects a softer wind. Leave one chair for silence. Leave one light awake. Some nights gently build us with every breath we take. I leave the empty booth just as daylight starts to climb. The window holds the city, the quiet holds the time. Why do the quietest moments feel louder when everything else fades away? Yeah. side, moves with every passing line. Radio just barely there, like a ghost inside the air. Every note begins to fall into something barely small. We don't rush to change in lane, we don't name it, we don't claim. Every second drifting wide, like we're floating through the drive. There's a signal in the flow, in the things we never show. Every flicker, every sign feels like something by design. Let it pass slow, don't hold on. We don't need to read it wrong. Let it pass slow, feel it fade. Every moment softly made. Street reflections on your face, shift but never leave a trace. Still they linger just enough in the way you almost touch. Every silence speaks again through the static in between. We don't try to make it clear, we just keep it somewhere near. There's a rhythm in the wait, in the almost, in the late, where the feeling doesn't break, even when it starts to shake. If it slips, we let it slide. Still it stays here in the ride. Let it pass slow, don't hold on. We don't need to read it wrong. Let it pass slow, feel it fade. Every moment softly made. Let it pass slow. Let it pass slow. Signals drifting out of sight. Still we feel, still we feel, still we ride. How long can one small color hold a whole night still? Red against the concrete, rain beneath the doorway, a lamp above the rail. The stairwell smells of weather, and no paint warmed by light. Someone left an umbrella to dry there overnight. I pause between two floors with documents in my hand. The room above is crowded with a task I cannot land. Below the lobby windows hold traffic in their frame. Headlights stretch like ribbons, then disappear again. The umbrella keeps its color while everything turns gray. A bright and quiet marker in the middle of delay. Maybe clarity is smaller than the answers we pursue. Maybe all the mind is asking is one steady point of view. carry thought through night. I return to the workroom and leave the door ajar. The stairwell light falls inward like a narrow morning star. I place the pages sideways instead of straight ahead. The order starts to loosen and a hidden path is read. A sentence joins another, a number finds its place. What seemed like separate pieces begin to share one shape. The rain keeps tapping softly against the outer wall, but no longer sounds like pressure, just a pattern through it all. Maybe clarity is smaller than the noise we travel through. Maybe focus is a doorway with one color leading you. Hold one color in the dark, let the rest move out of sight. One clear thing is all it takes to carry thought through night. Footsteps above the ceiling, a pipe gives back a tone. The building shifts around me, but the room feels all my own. At dawn, the owner finds it. She smiles and lifts it free. The stairwell loses its color, but leaves the shape with me. I thought the sign would vanish and take the calm away. Instead, the space it occupied becomes the guide that stays. Rainwater from the umbrella leaves a circle near the door. The light falls through the railing and settles on the floor. Hold one color in the dark, then let it turn to light. One clear thing is all it takes to carry thought through night. Hold one color in the dark until the path feels right. The pages rest completed as the city starts below. The stairwell turns to daylight and the upper windows glow. I close the door behind me with no need to hold it still. Somewhere in the quiet building, one bright color lingers still. Now settled in the room, but it hums a familiar tune, like the night became the day, without ever going away. You look over, slight smile, like you stayed here all the while, even as the hours shift. Nothing really seems to drift. Every moment folds again, back into where it began, in a loop we never break, in the choices we don't make, back into the same soft flow, where we never need to know how it started, how it ends. We just drift and drift again. Coffee sitting almost gone, still the feeling lingers on, like a trace we didn't lose, just a tone we every night we've stayed. One lamp, one staircase, dust floating through the shade. Above the little bookshop, the office light remains. Paper maps and coffee rings spread gently through the grain. Outside, the passing traffic moves slower than before. Headlights draw soft rivers across the wooden floor. A sentence finds a rhythm without demanding speed. The room keeps every silence, my thoughts no longer lead. Old shelves hold quiet stories, their pages resting still, as if they understand the patience learning will. Every page keeps breathing, every hour slow. The smallest glow is all it knows. Follow the quiet signal, follow where it goes. Some nights are written softly before the morning knows. Dust in the window, low city lights, warm reflections, long blue nights. Rain begins in whispers against the rooftop glass. Someone closes shutters as another hour passes. The kettle softly answers from somewhere down the hall. Its quiet little melody expects no words at all. I cross out half a paragraph and somehow gain much more. Space becomes the sentence I was searching for. The skyline fades to charcoal, the rooftops drift away, leaving only amber where tired thoughts can't stay. Every page keeps breathing, every heartbeat slows. The quiet understands before we know. Oh, follow the quiet signal, follow where it goes. Some nights are written softly before the morning knows. Nothing asks for greatness, nothing asks for speed. Only honest motion, only what we need. The room grows wider, the air grows warm. The work becomes its truest form. A distant train, a turning page, the city humming without a stage. Follow the quiet signal, follow where it goes. Every gentle moment becomes a one that grows. Follow the quiet signal until the daylight shows. The lamp stays glowing long after I have gone. Somewhere above the bookshop, the quiet carries on. leave the city after the last tram. Wet rails, orange lights, a distant hum. Rain rests on the tram line like silver woven thread. The avenue remembers every place it's led. One cafe stays open with chairs against the wall. Coffee warm in tired hands while quiet fills it all. A notebook waits beside me, its corners slightly worn, filled with little thoughts that almost reach the dawn. The waitress wipes the counter without a single word. The smallest everyday sounds feel somehow newly heard. The streets forget their footsteps, the clocks forget the race. Night leaves enough of nothing to become a place. Ride the quiet farther, past the neon glow. Some roads aren't for arriving, they're only meant to flow. Rain beneath the wires, soft electric air, empty intersection, someone somewhere there. The final tram goes slowly across the sleeping town. Its windows carry stories without ever slowing down. Reflections stretch forever across the polished stone, making every traveler feel quietly at home. My coffee's almost finished, the page is almost clean. What felt impossible tonight now feels almost seen. Outside the rain keeps writing its language on the street. Every tiny ripple keeps perfect, patient beat. Nothing needs tomorrow, nothing asks for more. The answer keeps arriving like rain across the floor. Ride the quiet farther, past the neon glow. Some roads aren't for arriving, they're only meant to flow. I chased too many endings until they disappeared. The slower that I wandered, the closer they came near. Now every passing headlight feels lighter than before. The city keeps on moving without asking for The tram fades into distance. The rain remains behind. One light above the crossing, one peaceful state of mind. Ride the quiet farther, where warm reflections grow. Some roads aren't for arriving, they're only meant to flow. Ride the quiet farther until the morning glows. The cafe turns its sign around, the streets begin to fade. I leave one page unfinished for another rainy day. everyone is gone. Rain gathers on the awning. A small green light stays on. Paper waits in quiet stacks. The walls are warm and plain. Tonight the printer sleeps beside the rain. The final door stopped closing, and now before the storm, now every empty workspace holds a different kind of calm. A jacket on a chair back, a pencil near the phone. The traces of the daylight have softened into tone. I move the notes together and leave the margins wide. The answer feels less distant when the noise is set aside. Outside, the gutters shimmer beneath the passing glow. Inside, a single sentence finds the place it needs to go. Let the empty room stay open, let the careful thought remain. There is space enough for meaning in the measure of the rain. Let the small idea breathe, let it find its shape again. Nothing has to hurry while the printer sleeps beside the rain. A page turns in the airflow, a clock moves without weight. A muted light keeps shining past the ordinary late. The draft I nearly discarded is resting by my hand. Its unfinished lines are pointing towards something I now understand. I thought the work needed force, a sharper edge, a stronger frame. But the clearest part was hiding in the words I chose to change. A bus rolls through the water, it scatters yellow light. The shadows shift across the floor, then settle out of sight. I cross out one more sentence and leave the silence there. The page becomes more honest when it has room for air. Let the empty room stay open, let the patient thought remain. There is rhythm in revision, there is guidance in the rain. Let the small idea breathe, let it find its shape again. Nothing has to hurry while the printer sleeps beside the rain. I used to fear the blank space as if it meant I had gone wrong. Now I hear the quiet working underneath what is not drawn. The pause becomes a doorway, doubt becomes a line. The line becomes a movement, and the movement becomes mine. The storm grows soft and distant, the windows slowly clear. A pale reflection enters and makes the room feel near. Let the small idea breathe, let it open without strength. Everything comes clearer while the printer sleeps beside the rain. Let the small idea breathe until the morning knows its name. I leave the pages resting beneath the desk lamp glow. The city starts returning in a quiet undertone. One final drop moves downward and disappears. apprentice sleeps beside the rain. Apprentice sleeps beside the rain. Amber light, soft machine hum. Another loop begins. Desk lamp blowing through the haze. Thoughts suspended in the space. Rose falling in a slow cascade. Every tension starts to fade. No alarms, no outside sound, just a groove pulling downward. Oh yeah, stay where the rhythm holds you. Stay where the noise dissolves. Amber loops and low focus. Analog room tone, coffee cooling by the screen. Small unfinished in between. Traffic far beyond the glass. Nothing here is built to last. Still the pocket holds the air, like the night was always there. Stay where the rhythm holds you. Stay where the noise dissolves. Amber loops and low focus. Steady motion moving through us. Born rhythm, slow control. Yeah. Amber loops and low focus. No sudden answers, only layers settling softly into place. Amber loops and low focus. Steady motion moving through us. One rhythm, flow control. Move deeper into focus. But the lamp stays on. The thoughts stay slow. Low flow. Another loop begins. There's a lamp glowing through the haze, thoughts suspended in the space. The rose falling in a slow cascade, and every tension starts to fade. No alarms, no outside sound, just the groove pulling downward. Stay where the rhythm holds you, stay where the noise dissolves. Amber loops and low focus, steady motion moving through us. Warm rhythm, slow control. Amber loops and low focus. Warm Rhodes, deep bass movement, soft drum pocket, analog room tone. Gas lamp glowing through the haze, thoughts suspended in the space. Rose falling in a slow cascade, every tension starts to fade. No alarms, no outside sound, just the groove pulling downward. Stay where the rhythm holds you, stay where the noise dissolves. Amber loops and low focus, steady motion moving through us. Warm rhythm, slow and control. Amber loops and low focus. Amber loops and low focus. Steady motion moving through us. Warm rhythm, slow control. Amber loops and low focus. Amber loops and low focus. Amber loops and low focus. Some pieces in the stop machine. Another loop begins. Dust lamp blowing through the haze, thoughts suspended in the space. Rose fall in a slow cascade, every tension starts to fade. No alarms, no outside sound, just the groove pulling downwards. Stay where the rhythm holds you, stay where the noise in the soul. Ooh, here's the old clock after midnight fades. Empty square, cool air, one golden chime. The clock tower watches above the sleeping town. Its steady hands keep moving while everything slows down. A bicycle leans quietly against the weathered stone. Its shadow keeps me company, though I arrived alone. The cafe lights have vanished from the narrow avenue, leaving only moonlight where daylight once broke through. I unfold another notebook beneath the ancient face. The silence leaves enough room for every line to breathe. Every passing minute softens what we know. Time becomes a river flowing slow. Stay beneath the old clock, let the hours ring. Every quiet moment carries everything. distant tram is humming beyond the quiet hill. Its sound arrives like memory, then everything grows still. The windows all around me hold fragments of warm light, small islands floating softly inside the endless night. The page no longer waits for something grand to say. The smallest honest sentence is enough to stay. Above the silent rooftops, the clouds begin to part, leaving room for starlight to settle in the dark. Every passing minute changes without sound. Sometimes what we're seeking has already been found. Stay beneath the old clock, let the hours ring. Every quiet moment carries everything. Nothing past tomorrow to arrive too soon. The city keeps its heartbeat underneath the moon. One step, one light, one square, one night. The clock chimes softly, the echoes fade. Morning waits beyond the shade. Stay beneath the old clock where quiet voices sing. Every gentle heartbeat carries everything. The first blue light appears along the eastern sky. The clock tower keeps the silence as another night goes by. What story is the night writing tonight? Amber glow, quiet room, fresh coffee. Listen. Ink is resting on the page. Moonlight paints another phrase. Roads are drifting through the air, like a thought without a care. Open journal, gentle flame. Nothing here needs a name. Every page turns so slow, following the mellow flow. Write the night, line by line. Every groove feels just right. Brum, 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 round bassline, soft guitar fills, vintage tape hiss. Outside, distant headlights fade. Inside, melodies are made. Tiny echoes cross the room, like a flower finding bloom. Silent hours, golden hue. Every rhythm feels brand new. One more chorus, one more sigh. Music teaches time to fly. Write the night, line by line. Every groove feels just right. Write the night, pages breathe, the groove goes on. Who leaves a light this soft in a place made for waiting? Coins turn in the metal tray, rain on the awning, blue morning, not yet here. The laundromat is empty except for turning glass. Shirts move through pale circles while the slowest minutes pass. A paper cup beside me has cooled against the chair. The street outside is shining with a color almost bare. I open up the notebook I carried all day long. The page that felt impossible now asks for nothing strong. A dryer gives a low reply, the ceiling lights stay dim. The whole room keeps on moving without demanding where I've been. Let the hours fold together, let the restless edges blur. There is something clear in waiting when the world becomes a murmur. Stay where the blue hour turns, stay where the quiet grows. Let the circle carry you where the tired thinking goes. Water behind the window, a bus beneath the rain, a row of silver doorways turning slow again. The woman enters softly with a basket on her arm. She chooses one far corner and settles into calm. No one needs a story, no one asks a name. We share the light between us and the rhythm stays the same. I read the lines before me and moved one word aside. The problem opens gently when I stop forcing it wide. Outside a bakery flickers its sign against the wet. The city starts considering the morning it has not met. Let the hours fold together, let the final dot grow small. There is patience in the turning, there is room enough for all. Stay where the blue hour turns, stay where the quiet grows. Let the circle carry you where the tired thinking goes. I thought I the circle slow. A faint gray light enters where the window starts to glow. Stay where the blue hour turns. Stay where the first light shows. Let the circle carry you where the quiet thinking goes. Stay where the blue hour turns until the morning knows. The clothes are warm and folded. The notebook has one final line. The rain has thinned to silver, and the street has changed its mind. I leave the chair behind me while the windows gather glow. The laundromat keeps the blue hour for anyone moving slow. Morning barely touching light, still it feels a lot like night. Same old room, a softer tone, like we never really moved on. You look up and then you smile, like you stayed here all the while. Even though the hours pass, something in it seems to last. Coffee sitting where it was, nothing new but still enough. Every second flows again back into where it began. Still here in the same slow time, nothing lost and nothing mine. Just the rhythm we repeat, soft and steady underneath. Still here where it always flows into things nobody knows. We don't need to change the frame if it always feels the same. You say something, lose the thread, let it hang there overhead. I don't reach to pull it down, let it float without a sound. There's a comfort in the loop, in the way it always moves back into a place we know. Even if it's letting go, if it's circles, let it spin. We don't need to call it in. Every moment finds its place, then dissolves without a trace. There's a quiet in repeat, where the past and present meet. Not a question, not a sign, just a pause in